Hiya guys, hope you're okay. So we're back again, and today's prompt is lettering, which I'm thinking is going to be quite hard for me again. I can't do any of the fancy hand lettering, which I think looks really nice. So I'm going to use another stencil for the background first, which is this one. It's a bird and a kind of leaf one, just to give me a bit of background. I'm just going to do it straight onto this white paper. So this is day 5. So I don't know what colour to go with. Pink. I might do yellow actually today, or blue, I don't know. What do you think? I'm just going to test it on a piece of paper because the brush might still be a bit green from yesterday. I might try the pink first. So we tie in with the page next door. I don't know if this one's not working, this distress ink, because nothing's coming out of this. Maybe it's dried up completely, this one. Oh no, it's actually working now. I don't know if my brush is a bit messy though. I don't want to get it all brown. We'll try with the pink. Let's see how it works. And I've angled the camera a little bit different today to see if it's any different. Hopefully you might see a better picture. But let me know what you think anyway. It's quite hard when you're trying to get used to a different kind of camera. Well, it's not different, it's just my phone, but I've tried to set it up a bit different. So I might do around the outside of the pages darker and then have it going lighter as we go towards the middle. It'll probably all look the same in the end. Let's see what that looks like. That's quite nice. So we've got a bit of a background, and from the same magazine, no, it's not the same magazine, it's a different magazine, but I found these print-offs. Well, they're not print, they're just pages from the magazine, and they're about calligraphy and nice writing, so I'm going to use some of this. And I like the little quote that we've got in the top corner of this one. So I also found, I'm going to stick a bit of this down as a background first. I didn't know whether to actually do a bit of writing, like my own writing as well, you know, to make it look a little bit. And I went in, I've got in my garage, I've got a stash. I've got an old, what do you call them? What's the cabinets you have in your kitchen? Welsh dresser. We bought a Welsh dresser from eBay. We haven't painted it yet. The plan was to paint it and like put it in the kitchen when it's complete, but the project hasn't begun yet. We bought it last year sometime. So it's just got a stash of books that I pick up in the charity shops, and this was one of the ones I found, and it's a calligraphy journey through wisdom of words, and there's some really nice quotes all nicely written in this book, and some nice, you know, like a few little pictures in it as well. So I'm thinking I might use some bits from this book because My handwriting would not look anything like that. So that's what my plan is. Like I said, I'm not the most creative person in the world. I try to cheat as much as I can. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a good one. Money buys everything except love, personality, freedom, and immortality. Oh, well. That's good. So let's just pick one of these. I do like a nice quote as well, I've got to say. That one's a prayer. Oh, the most difficult thing in life is to know yourself. That's a good one. That's a nice letter T. That is nice lettering. So I could use that. It goes with the pink theme. I'm going to cut that out, and I'll cut it out perfectly this time instead of just, you know, faffing around the edges of it, making it a mess. Yeah, so I've angled the camera a bit different. See, I might look like I'm a bit closer to you this time, which is, yeah, I don't know how good the vision is, like what you can see, so. So we could have that somewhere on this page. I do like that. And a nice little quote somewhere. Like I said, I'm trying to not overdo this because I could be here for a long time, faffing about. And that sort of spoils it a little bit. So just go with what first comes to mind. That's what I'm going to do. My other thoughts was to actually try to do some nice writing, but I didn't want to mess the whole page up with that. So I'm just going to look through my little bits of stuff. And yesterday's page, I didn't do anything else with it, but I do think, in my mind, I'm thinking it needs a bit more of something, like a flower or something across the front. I don't know, but I felt like yesterday's page wasn't finished, and it still isn't finished, but we will get round to that. I mean, when I decide what might go there, then I'll show you next time. But I do love a bit of music paper, no matter where we are. I have no idea why, but I like it. I also love a butterfly. Did have some other bits and bobs of like calligraphy on something. You'll have to just forgive me if I start ranting on and going on about nothing. I do tend to do that quite a bit. I also saw someone doing, let me just move this for a second. I do like them where they are, but I saw somebody doing like wavy lines and then trying to do some different kind of handwriting. So I'm thinking I might do that on this side and then just, if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. So, because if you don't try things, you don't know, do you? Let me get a pencil. Because it's meant to be a bit of an experiment for me, this book. So basically, they just did some like wavy lines along the side of the page and then did some nice writing in them. So I'm thinking, should I try that or should I just try that another time? I don't know. But because my pages are quite small, I feel like I'm a bit restricted because I would normally have a page a bit bigger than this because it's about, well, it's that big. It's that big. Yeah. So I'm thinking I'm gonna try and do the writing. But I don't know what to write in it then. I'll have to find a nice quote or something. If I had a nice quote in my mind, I'd have actually done that by now. I don't know. I might leave that for another time. But I feel like we need more pink. that flower's quite nice, isn't it? Going across the page. But then where's my lettering? There's no lettering. I'm completely going off on a tangent of what this page was all about. I find it hard to interpret some of the prompts, as in like how I would use them. But I didn't want this to be overthought. I've just found something that is so appropriate. Oh dear, and I might just cut it out just to show you what I'm talking about. I'm in my art journaling book now, and this is the quote I'm talking about. This is just flipped over on another page, so I might just cut that out and stick it across this page, because that is what I'm feeling right now. Do you know what? I've found the perfect page for this, and it's all because I didn't have an idea of my own, and this book has really helped me with this challenge already. I think I've used something from this magazine every single day of the challenge. And this page, Unblock Your Mind, needs to be on here somewhere, I'm thinking, because, you know, my mind is in a block. And it's got like lettering down the side. I think we've cracked it with this one. But I wish my pages was a bit bigger, because I'm feeling a bit like I've not got enough room. Might cut a bit of this off. Yeah, we'll stick that down there. I mean, the bird theme doesn't go with this whatsoever anymore, but it's staying. It's staying there. I'm going to start sticking it down, because, wow. Like I said, I don't plan these things. I just I just turn up with no idea and see where we go from there. But that's the wonder of these little projects. I don't like the way that that's just a straight line, but should I try to mess it up? No, I won't mess it up. No, I'm not going to mess it up. I'm just going to put it there. That one's going to go there. And I feel a bit like I've cheated, because I've just basically used stuff from a magazine, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. I did say I was going to keep it simple, which is exactly what I'm doing here. I'm going to stick that down. And I remember the other day that I bought a bag of bits of fabric that are meant to be used in like this kind of project. And I'm going to start adding a few bits of fabric to the projects just to give them a bit more interest. You know, so you've got a bit more texture going on in the pages as well. Should have added a bit of music paper in here somewhere. Might still do that. Yeah, so that looks quite nice, doesn't it? Some prompts, you just look at them and think, yeah, what am I going to do? But I've turned up and I've had a go. And that's all that, you know, that's it, isn't it? That's all you need to do. It's supposed to be fun at the end of the day. Don't want to cover up my big ink splat. Stick that there. And I might keep that there with a bit of the pink thing going on. Yes, we will. This one's turned out a bit easier than I thought now, with the help of some magazines and stuff. I mean, I've cheated, but it's all right. I like this writing because it's pink. I think some people are just generally more creative than others. What do you think? Or maybe they're a bit scared of letting their own ideas come out. I don't know. You don't want to cover up your heart. Fingers are sticky. So that is the lettering page. And that is how I felt when I started it. Overwhelmed. Let's just put the number 5 on the corner. Next page is wildlife. And I might just carry on with wildlife. Or I might just stop the camera and start again. I don't know. I think I'll stop the camera and start again. In case people just want a short one. So that's number 5. So that is my take on lettering. I wish it was a bit more, you know, interesting. But I did say I was going to keep it short and sweet, and that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm still going to look for a focal point for this one. I'm thinking it's got to be something quite bold. Maybe something like a butterfly, but a bigger one in the middle. That's what I'm thinking. Hope you've enjoyed, guys, and I hope you can see better today. That is the page. You can see that. I can see the camera myself today, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.